Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Arline, and today we're going to continue to talk about Patrick Tar and Painted by Esther. So Patrick Tar has come out with an apology towards Painted by Esther, and he has said that he approached Esther to work with her and do a collab with her, but at that time she was not ready to do the collab. However, a lot of people are not pleased with the apology because they feel like he should have done more for Esther. He should have included her project that he released. I am going to be putting clips in this video.
Patrick Tar has issued an apology for all of the makeup by Esther, transition blushes, blush technique, hoopla. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this is what he said, and here's a piece of it. Understand that the reaction wasn't just about the product itself. It was about something much bigger: recognition, visibility, and the experiences many creators, especially Black creators, have had when their contributions to culture are overlooked or not recognized. He goes on to say Black creators have had an enormous influence on beauty culture, trends, and artistry, and that influence often goes unattributed and unrewarded, which is just facts. His comments, some people of course don't understand why he's even apologizing, so you will see a lot of that, but I really do commend him for apologizing. Might be a hot take, but I mean, y'all did fillet him. I am not Esther, so this apology is not for me, but I do hope she's feeling a bit of vindication. Vindication's probably not the right word. Maybe support.
Like, people are not perfect, and I am not perfect. But what I can say is that I work really hard to learn and to always try to be better and do better.
Yeah, and I mean, it feels like you've built this career of yours on sort of fighting to be seen. And so there's a responsibility, I guess, that you must feel somewhat that you have around allowing others to be seen. And I think that's the thing that people have missed, right? This becomes an issue of reputation. One thing happens, something else, people draw a line between the two, and your reputation is what you're essentially trying to defend. And I think that's where, if you're an outsider, it looks a bit murky, because when you look at what the internet says, there's an allegation around your business partner booking an appointment and perhaps that appointment not being what it was originally intended to be, which is this do and go. And so Esther gets left in this position where she's like, wait a minute, they want to film my technique. This is a partner of Patrick's and this isn't something I'm, comfortable with. And then there's a separate thing of you filming some content and verbatim using some of Painted by Esther's language. And I think that there's no smoke without fire. It's like the one thing happens, the second thing happens, the third thing happens, and all of a sudden you find yourself in the eye of the storm. Now, I'm not sitting here saying whether you're wrong or right. I'm asking, really the question to you is, having had the benefit of hindsight and been able to look at what's happened, would you have done anything differently?
I want to touch on my business partner reaching out to Esther to do her makeup. This was not a brand related thing. So Rima, my business partner, reached out to Esther on a personal level to get her makeup done for Easter brunch, and content was always like within the ask.
Oh, so it wasn't a do and go.
It wasn't a do and go. It was always in the ask to her team. They sent over a rate and then changed the rate a few days later.
Broke his silence and finally apologized to Painted by Esther. The funny part is, major influencers who actually came for Patrick Tar over this Painted by Esther situation were seen commenting 121 heart emojis under Patrick Tar's apology to Painted by Esther. Mind you, this is the same person who said this a month ago.
Patrick Tar just launched transition blushes? What is a cash grab for a problem that doesn't even exist?
Patrick Tar said, recently the launch of the transition blush contributed to a larger issue than I first understood. I want to take the moment to take accountability. Intention was to create a product that made makeup technique I love more accessible. It was never my intention to claim ownership over a blush technique or any way of applying makeup. As an artist or creator myself, I now understand why Esther and others saw it through different lens. Sorry for the hurt and frustration I caused. Never my intention, but I have learned the impact matters more than intent. I understand the reaction wasn't just about the product itself. It was about something much bigger. I recognize the visibility and the experience many creators experience, especially Black creators, have had when they contribute to culture and overlooked and not recognized. Have an enormous influence on the beauty community, trends, and artistry that influence others and go untributed. I have tremendous respect for Esther and helped and shaped the advance of this technique. The reason that brands succeed, and I recognize responsibility to acknowledge the influence, and I help ensure that respected, valued, and fairly supported.
Hi,
Artistry
you
has
just
given
watched
me
the
the
video,
permission
and
to
hopefully
express
as black women who supports Painted by Esther should come together and not support Patrick, even with the apology, because this is not the first time that he has done this to black women. Allegedly, he works with black creators and doesn't pay them. So with this apology, it's good to know that he acknowledged that he actually did do something wrong and stole from a black woman. However, let's go elsewhere and not continue to support this man. Thank you. Bye.